Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So, I did it again. I have a little haul for you guys because I have absolutely no self-control, it seems. Basically, I went down the high street, let's go for a little Costa, a little browse around the bookstores now that they're open again, and stuff happened, okay? Before I knew it, there was books jumping into my hands, my purse was out, I was paying for them. I don't know, it just happened. But in my defence, I got 9 books, but I only spent £20. I think that's pretty good. I'm quite proud of myself. I think I could have gone a lot further and really made the most of those deals I was finding, but I restrained myself and I got a reasonable amount, I feel. So anyway, I'm just going to go through all the books that I bought. They were actually all books that were on my wish list anyway, so I'm really happy to have them in my collection and I'm really excited to get around to reading them. So yeah, let's just go through the books I bought. The first book I bought was actually the one and only book that I did actually go into the bookstore to buy. So this one's okay. I will allow myself this one because I had planned to buy this, so it's okay. The first place I went was Waterstones. It's the first time I've been into Waterstones since lockdown happened and everything, so it was really nice to get back into a lovely cosy bookshop with the amazing new book smells. Oh, just like a happy place for me. But yeah, the book that I picked up there was The Poppy War by R.F. Kang, I'm not sure. Basically, I have been seeing this book everywhere at the moment. It's all over book Twitter, it's all over booktube, it's all over bookstagram. Everyone and their uncle is talking about this book, and from what I've heard, it seems like with good reason. So it is a fantasy book and it is the first book in a fantasy trilogy. I have heard that it is incredibly dark. It's sort of based on Chinese history and what the war that has taken place over there, which is not something that I'm very familiar with at all. I'm not a huge history buff, but I do really enjoy learning about history and I do really enjoy reading historical fiction as well. So I am really looking forward to this. I don't know too much about the plot and I don't want to really read the back because this is one of those ones that I just want to go into blind, because I've heard so much about it in terms of like good reviews. I don't want to spoil it anymore, if that makes sense. I don't know, it makes sense to me. But yeah, I'm so excited to get around to this and hopefully get through the whole trilogy. I have not heard one bad thing about this yet, so very excited. And then after Waterstones, I made my way across the road to the Works. And if you've ever been to the Works, you know that it's an absolute trap. And as soon as I went in there, I knew full well what was going to happen, but I couldn't stop myself. So first of all, the first shelf that I went to, they had a 3 for £5 on paperbacks deal. So you think about the fact that this book in itself was £9 and you're getting 3 paperbacks for £5. I mean, that's just a deal that you can't pass up. I mean, come on. I feel like my fellow bookworms will stand with me on this one. There was nothing I could do. So in that deal, I decided to pick up the first 2 books in the Lunar Chronicles series. Again, this is a series that I've heard lots about, lots of good things. I've heard that it's a quick and fun read, and as far as I'm aware, I feel it's retellings of fairy tales but made sort of sci-fi fantasy. So I feel like Cinderella is a robot and Scarlet I'm thinking is maybe Red Riding Hood, but I don't know what she is, if she is anything. Again, I don't know much about this series. This is the problem with my videos, because I can't really tell you the plots of most things because I like to go into things blind and not really know what the plot is. Maybe that's something that's going to have to change if it's annoying to watch. I do apologise. But yeah, I'm really excited to get around to these books. I think there's a further 2 in the series. I could be wrong. The only thing I'm really annoyed about with this is the books came with stickers on the corner, which I don't agree with, full stop. Like, if you must put a sticker on it, make it an easy peel. But look what happened. So this one, you've got like that's not like sticker marks, that's the actual cover being ripped off to the white underneath. And then Scarlet is even worse because it's all the way along there and here as well. So India's not happy. She's not happy at all. I don't know what, like, I like my books to be in like really nice condition. I know that's like so materialistic and like a first world problem, but I do like it. Like, this is what I spend my hard-earned money on, and I want it to be perfect. But I mean, they'll still read the same, won't they? And they'll look just as fine on a bookshelf because the edges, the spines aren't too bad, they're in quite good condition. So that's the way people are going to see them most of the time anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I need to just get over it. And the third book that I got in the 3 for £5 deal was The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary, which I believe is a rom-com. This one I will read the synopsis for because I'm actually quite intrigued myself. So the blurb says, their friends think they're crazy, but it's the perfect solution. Leon occupies the one-bed flat while Tiffy's at work in the day, and she has the run of the place the rest of the time. But with obsessive ex-boyfriends, wrongly imprisoned brothers, and of course the fact that they still haven't met yet, it seems this flat share is more complicated than expected. So they're sharing this flat, but they're there at opposite times. So it says Tiffy and Leon share a bed. Tiffy and Leon have never met. So they share this flat because they're there at opposite times. They never really cross each other. This is interesting. I've heard lots of good things about this one again. I've heard that it's a really fun, romantic, fluffy read, which sometimes I'm just in the mood for. Like, I'm really enjoying getting back into fantasy again. I'm excited to read The Poppy War, which I know is going to be like a difficult, dark read. But every now and again, you just fancy something fluffy and cute and something that's just going to read quick and it's going to make you smile. So that's what I'm hoping this is going to be. As you'll notice, I've not taken the sticker off this one yet because I am terrified of what's going to happen to the cover underneath. Although, I feel like this cover feels like more sturdy. So maybe it'll be okay. Maybe I should take it off. Should I just bite the bullet? Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it! Oh my god, look at that! It's beautiful! Oh, we're all good. Okay, false alarm. Maybe it's just that those covers are like made of really shitty material. I don't know, but I'm not happy about it. But yeah, so those were the 3 books that I got in the 3 for £5 deal. And then I made my way over to the box set area. Now, it is very seldom that I will walk out of the works without a box set if I go and look in the box set area, because I have never found, just like playing with this sticker, I have never found anywhere else that sells box sets quite as cheap. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's one of those ones where you go in and you have to, like, you can't walk away from that sort of a deal. It's a bargain. So yeah, the series that I found was actually, I was looking at it on Amazon like a couple of nights before I went, because I'd heard a lot about it. I'd heard that it was a lot of fun. Again, obviously I was in the mood for some fun reads. I think it's because I'm reading more sort of like dense books at the moment, which I love, but I'm going to want a little bit of a break after that. So this series is made up of 5 books, and on Amazon I went and looked at the price of it, and to buy the full set it was £40, which, I mean, yeah, for 5 books for a box set that's actually quite a good deal, but it's just not the sort of money that I own at the moment, unfortunately. So that wasn't happening anytime soon. I did put it on my wish list and I thought I'll come back to you when I've got a bit more dollar. But then I walked into the works and I saw the series. So it's the Selection series by Kira Cass, and it's made up of the Selection, the Elite, the One, the Heir and the Crown. And I have heard lots about these books. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing these on the shelves like back when I was in high school. But I don't think I ever read them. I remember reading, or reading at least the first book in something quite similar, which was, I think it was called Lux, the first book. I'm not sure what the next ones were, if I ever got onto the next ones, but it gives me the same sort of vibes. It's the same sort of covers, like women in like really beautiful dresses. But yeah, basically I will read the blurb for the first one and that will give you a bit of context for the series. So let's put the other ones down. It says, in a world of glittering gowns and priceless jewels, the selection is the chance of a lifetime to compete for gorgeous Prince Maxon's heart. But for America Singer, it means, oh my god, her name's America. No, okay. But for America Singer, it means turning her back on her secret love and leaving home for a prize she doesn't want. Then America meets Maxon, and all her plans start to crumble. Kind of life she's always dreamed of compared to a future she never imagined. So it says, reality TV meets dystopian fairy tale, which sounds right up my street. Like, the premise sounds absolutely ridiculous and quite offensive in some ways, but I'm hoping that the books are going to sort of comment on that and challenge it a bit. I mean, they might not. They don't look like the particularly intellectual books. They look like a bit of fun, but yeah. So reality TV is like my ultimate guilty pleasure. I love a bit of reality TV. I watch Love Island, Ibiza Weekender, Ex on the Beach, all of that shite. It just makes good TV. And when you spend your days reading like sort of like more dense intellectual books, sometimes all you want is to just watch something where you can completely switch your brain off and just not care about anything for an hour or so and just watch people make absolute fools of themselves. Like, sometimes that's just really entertaining. So yeah, don't know why I feel like I need to explain myself. Like, I like reality TV, okay? So reality TV meets dystopian fairy tale. That sounds highly interesting because if you've been watching my videos recently, you'll know I'm a massive dystopian fan. So this sounds good. But yeah, as I said, all 5 books on Amazon were £40. When I went into the works, this full set was, drumroll please, £6. I mean, now do you understand? There was no way I was walking out of that shop without buying this series. It was one that I wanted already. Seeing it for that sort of a bargain, you can't really blame me, can you? You can't. You can't. So yeah, those were the 9 books that I bought in one day in 2 shops, but for the bargain price of £20. So I am incredibly happy, and I urge you all to visit the works as soon as possible. But yeah, as always, if you did enjoy this video, then do please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more content, comment down below with any of your thoughts and feelings, and I will see you in my next one.